So last video I broke one of the threads at the very end when I tied it the last time. And so one of the things when we break a thread when we're making a motanka is to recognize the way our mind might have strayed in the moment away from our intention, where we weren't present. Maybe we were feeling something that was a little bit off. Maybe it's indicating an area of the body that has an energy blockage or something that's not right, and we want to pay attention to that. For me, I was actually still dwelling on the question that I had posed about, this use of synthetic versus not synthetic textiles and fibers. And the reality is we have a lot of synthetics in our clothing, in our textiles. And where are they going to go? They're going to go eventually back to the earth. But it's going to take a very long time for them to break down. And as they break down, they form the microplastics, and they're not good things in our bodies, in animals' bodies, and fish bodies, in our water systems, in the earth itself. So what do we do about it? We encourage the making of natural fiber. We encourage people to come back to working with natural fiber and not working with it in mass production where there's tons of chemicals and etc. It's like we don't need a lot of clothing. We need a few pieces that we can mend. You don't need a new outfit every week, every month, every year even. You can have things that are in your keeping for a very long time, and if you feel like you want to change it up. Learn how to sew. Use the fabric that you have and remake a new outfit. I do that all the time with things that are starting to wear out. I remake. What do we do with the stuff that we have here now, though? All of these synthetic textiles. What I do is I try and put them into things that will have more use, as much use as possible. For example, I'll make shawls, blankets, cloaks, bags, you name it, because it's here already, so I'll make use of it. Now, I also have to be conscious of how many times that item will get washed, so I'm making it into things that will not be washed as often as day-to-day wear. So like a shawl or a cloak will not get washed as often, therefore you won't have the fibers breaking down as quickly. And that means that there's less microfibers going into the water systems. Where did I put it? Here it is. So there's conscious usage of these particular textiles. And I encourage you to really begin to think more deeply about something that maybe you take for granted in your life.